Hey YouTube, my name is Ashley and I am here today to do a swatch test of the Take Me Back to Brazil palette by BH Cosmetics. This palette comes in two versions. There's also a Rio edition available which is all shimmer colors, and this one which is mostly mattes with a few shimmers in it. There are 35 pressed pigment colors total, and I am damn excited to get into it. Full disclaimer first, I am not a makeup professional or makeup artist by any means. I am just someone who finally decided to invest in a palette, and while I was looking for information specifically pertaining to the swatches of this palette, I was not finding what I was looking for or to the degree that I was looking for. So now that I own the palette, I figured, hey, I should do a video, and here we are. I'm going to be doing the swatches down my arm. I'm going to lay down some moisturizer and concealer first, as that would optimally be the same situation we would be using them on our eyes with. I have preemptively cut these little strips of tape that I'm going to be putting down my arm to ensure that I get my swatches with a nice crisp, clean edge to them. I will be going over that and walking you through how I set that up in the next segment.
So first I'm going to moisturize my skin using the Ultralight Moisture Lotion by Marcel. And I'm also going to go in with the HD Studio Photogenic Concealer by NYX. So for my swatch test, I'm going to be laying down tape down the center of my arm and also across it. So it'll be tape, shadow, tape, shadow, tape, shadow, just like you can see here on my right arm. This will ensure that every swatch will have a clean edge to it, and at the end of the video, I will peel off the tape and you will have a clean and concise swatch palette to look at. So I'm going to go ahead and tape up my other arm, and we'll see you in a bit. So now that we have both arms taped up, I'm going to be doing 18 colors on each side because the palette has 35 colors. So we're going to start with the pinks on this side. So we're going to do this half of the palette on this arm and the second half on the left arm. So right off the bat, I'm gonna say I wish these colors had names. So because they don't, we're just gonna go from one down, back up, down, and so on and so forth. So we're gonna start with this top pink color. And just pat it on. I'm just gonna go over those top first two as well. Okay, so that's the first row done. We're going to be starting with the second row now and going down to the bottom. This shade here is going to be the darkest of the pinks they have in the palette. Moving on to the red. And lastly, this darker brown color. Now, this one does have a bit of a shimmer to it. As I mentioned in the beginning, this palette overall is a matte palette, but there are a few shimmer shades in it. Next up, we have the third row, starting with yellow and making our way down just like the other two. Now this yellow is going to be slightly darker than this one here, so I'm interested to see how different they are. Next we have this nice orange. It's almost like a coral orange. Now we get to this mid-tone. This is also a shimmer, browny gold. Can I just say these four colors together are like perfect for autumn? It's going to be the fourth and final row for this arm. Starting with this yellowy green. I'm going to take all four at once here. Now this yellow has a bit of a neon to it. I'm just going to take a bit more yellow here to fill out that square. Perfect. So that's it for this arm. We're going to move on to the second side of the palette. So I'm just going to switch arms here. Okay, so starting with the second side of the palette, we're going to start with the top green here and go down for the first four squares. actually a pretty nice bright green. This shade here is also a shimmer shade. It's like a really light teal. It's almost like a seafoam. That's what I'm looking for. It's a seafoam shimmery green. Just gonna do it one more time here. Much better. Just gonna go in that top green again too. Yeah. Awesome. Next is the green. See, this is like a mid-tone green just because there's going to be a darker one next in the next row. And lastly for this row we have like this shimmery dark olive. Alright, blues. I'm excited to get into the blues. This color looks absolutely gorgeous. So I hope it transfers really well. Blue is like one of my favorite colors to wear. Yes. So nice. Next color down is gonna be like, it's blue, but I think it's still got more of that seafoam. It's more blue than seafoam, but it still has that color to it. Here's that dark green. It's like a nice forest, almost evergreen green. And lastly for this row, we have a dark green shimmer. Okay. Second last row, blues down to a very dark navy blue. Very solid. Goes on very nice, that one. And lastly, this dark navy blue here. Okay, last row, starting up top here with the purple. Very nice. It's like a nice mauve. There's definitely some red in there. Down to this darker purple. And lastly, it's lighter purple. Oh, I don't think Okay, got enough. There we go. So not as pigmented as I thought that one was going to be, but still an overall, it's a nice really light purple shimmer that you could use over top. So lastly, I'm just gonna remove this last piece of tape here. Just trying to tuck it under. And then add it back in. I'm doing this so I can do the black all-in-one. And then we're gonna do these two lighter shades here. So I'll do the two lighter shades first. These are both a shimmer. I think like this isn't a straight white. It's more of like a really, really light beige. But it'd be really awesome to use as a highlighter for sure. And this one also could be used as a highlighter. It's got a really light blue tinge to it though. Maybe even for like your inner corner. It's really nice. And back to this arm, we'll add the black here. So it's not even like a black, it's like a charcoal black, but I think that's really nice because that'll give you the opportunity to mix it with some of the other lighter colors and get a really nice smoky effect too. Yeah. But overall, I think that's really, really nice. Like that's definitely black. Just gonna clean that off. So there you have it. That is the full palette swatched out. Next, I'm just gonna peel off this tape so you can get a nice clean look of every swatch next to the palette. That was so satisfying. There we go. Ooh, some nice clean swatches. I'm so happy about that. Those look so good. These are some really awesome colors. Like, I'm so excited to play with them. I'm so happy I was able to bring my idea to life and get these swatches so clean. I really love these pinks here. This red is like a nice solid red. Thinking of all the fall looks we can do here. And like I said, I love blue, so I'm excited to play with these two, pair them up together, and even with this lighter shimmer on the inner corner, it's gonna look so awesome. My favorite thing about it is that there are some really bright colors in here, but there's also the browns you can play with, like these everyday shades you could totally work in. And like I said, you can pop in a white or the black to darken and lighten as needed. And yeah, I feel like the possibilities are endless. Like, this is a good solid palette.
So now that the colors are all swatched out and you've seen them, moment of truth. Do you like the palette? Are you still on the fence about the palette? Have you made a decision? And ultimately, did my swatch test help you in making that decision? That is the thing I would like to know most. This is my first time doing a video, let alone a makeup video. No, it wasn't a full review of it. I really just wanted to focus on swatching the colors out really nicely for you guys. If you can let me know in the comments below if that helped making your decision, I would really appreciate it, because as I said in the beginning, when I was looking for this kind of swatch test, I was not finding it, and it was kind of frustrating. So if my swatch test was able to help you, then I have done what I have set out to complete, and that is amazing. I'm really happy with overall how my swatches turned out. I'm really, really happy with the palette itself. The colors are so pigmented. They go on really nicely. I'm excited to start blending them and creating different looks with them. Again, this is my first time doing this sort of thing, so maybe I'll do a few more, and as I play with the palette and create those looks, I'll, video those as well. I had a lot of fun doing this. So I will quickly say though, I'm really happy it does come with a mirror. Yes, I'm really happy it comes with a mirror. At first, I wished that the colors were named because I thought it would make my review a lot easier if I could name off the colors while I was showing them. But in the end, ultimately, it's not necessary. Like, I'm okay with the colors not being named. They're there, they're bright, they're so nice. Yeah, I'm really happy that I invested in this palette specifically. And you know what? It only cost me 20 bucks straight from the BH Cosmetics website. So 20 bucks, really, really well spent. I'm sure the palette will last me for a little while at least. And yeah, I definitely recommend it. Like, 2 thumbs up. Go buy it if you're on the fence about it. 100%. Like, I'm happy with my purchase and can't wait to start playing with it. So again, let me know if this video helped you. I'd really appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and we'll see you around the YouTube universe. Bye.
To remove all my makeup, I use the Makeup Removing Micelle Solution by Bioderma, and 100% can confirm it cleanses and soothes. When I clean my face with this, it feels 100% cleaned, and my skin feels so soft after using it. 100% recommend this. I'm going to use this to take off the eyeshadow on my arm, just so you can see. It honestly does such a good job. So you see, I just wetted that, and I feel like one swipe, like, it removes it so good. Okay, that's a little streaky, but cleans right up. I will also do the other arms so you can see how they hold up the darker colors. Oop. I pretty well just took that black right off. So you can see that I am getting a little bit of staining here from the blue shadows, a little bit of the greens at the top here, nothing from the reds. There's a little bit of pink here, but overall, I guess just watch out for the blues. If you're using them and have sensitive skin, then you might get some staining happening there, but overall, cleans up really nicely.